días, amigos. Hoy es viernes, el 8 de mayo. La última vez miramos un video, cómo soy yo y tú cómo eres. Of course, we're looking at adjectives in this chapter, and we also introduced this idea of definite and indefinite articles. Ella es una chica artística. Él es un chico trabajador. So, how to say a or an, how to use the. Of course, there were some differences in the way that we do that in Spanish. And so we looked at that. And we also had an assignment practicing definite and indefinite articles. So I want to look at another activity today to reinforce this idea. Of course, if you want to re-look at this, you can find this information on page 60 of the book. And of course, you can always re-watch the last video if you didn't fully get the information. All right, let's take a look at this. And so we learned that there are two ways to say the, el and la. We use el for the masculine form and la for the feminine form. So we would say the boy, el chico, la chica, the girl, el profesor, the professor, la profesora, the professor, if it's a female. If you want to say a or an, we have un and una. Un for the masculine and una for the feminine form. So as in una carpeta, una profesora, una hoja de papel. Or for masculine, un libro, un cuaderno, un pupitre, or un bolígrafo. Let's take a closer look at this. Choose the correct definite or indefinite article that corresponds with each noun. Bicicleta ends in a, which makes it feminine. So we want to say la bicicleta, the bicycle. Chico, chico ends in o. So that makes it masculine. We want to choose el chico, the boy. Ojo, I ends in o. So a rule, it's masculine. We want to go with el ojo. Videojuego, again, ends in o. Now here we're choosing the indirect object a or an. So we're going to choose the masculine form, un videojuego. Un or una guitarra. Guitarra ends in a, so it's feminine. We want to choose our feminine indefinite article, una. Un or una profesora inteligente. So we're going to take a look here at the gender of profesora, ends in a. Of course, this is how we refer to a professor who is female. We choose una. Un or una libro de español. So we have to take a look at the gender of the noun, which is libro. It ends in o. We're going to choose un, our masculine article. El or la chica graciosa. So the noun is chica. Chica ends in a. So we go with our feminine article, la chica, the funny girl. La señora Mariano es blank, profesora paciente. What are we going to put in the blank here? All right, so we're looking at profesora. Profesora ends in a. That's feminine, so we choose una. La señora Mariano es una profesora paciente. And the last one we're going to look at, we have estudiante gracioso. Now, in this one, estudiante ends in E, and nouns that end in E could be either masculine or feminine. And so, in order to figure out what gender we are going to be working with, we need to look at gracioso. And gracioso ends in O, which tells you that we are talking about a male student here. And so we're going to pick L. Okay, so something new that we want to talk about today is the placement of adjectives, word order, where adjectives go, and how they differ, how the use differs from the way we use them in English. Adjectives, of course, are words that describe nouns, and in Spanish, adjectives usually come after the noun that they describe. Notice how artística follows chica in the Spanish sentence. Margarita es una chica artística. And so the pattern that you generally follow here then in constructing your sentence is you have your subject, your verb, and your indefinite article or noun, and then your adjective at the end. So Margarita, our subject, es, our verb, una chica, the indefinite article and noun, muy artística. Pablo es un estudiante inteligente. La señora Ortiz es una profesora muy buena. Our subject, our verb, our indefinite article and noun, and our adjective at the end.
In Spanish, as in English, adjectives are generally located next to the nouns they describe. There is one important difference, though. In English, the adjective is always found before the noun. In Spanish, the adjective is generally found immediately after the noun. Note the position of the adjectives in the English and Spanish examples.
And the graphic does a good job here of illustrating where the adjective goes. You can see the difference. In English, the adjective before the noun. In Spanish, the adjective after the noun. Okay, look in the May 8th folder for an activity practicing adjectives entitled Frases Desordenadas. Of course, you can find it in the textbook on page 62, along with the infographic on word order placement of adjectives. And be sure to rewatch all the videos and do all of the assignments if you haven't done so already. All right, friends, we'll see you next time. Take care. Adios.